99% of men never do this. Yet it's one of the qualities women quietly find the most captivating. It may sound like an exaggeration at first, but think about it for a second. How many times have you met a man who seems to have everything going for him? He's good-looking, self-assured, perhaps financially successful, and still he can't seem to build genuine emotional connections with women. Clearly, something more important is at play. The truth is, attraction has very little to do with appearance, wealth, or social status alone. What separates unforgettable men from everyone else are a handful of subtle behaviors that most people completely ignore. These small details often make the biggest difference because they influence how a woman feels rather than what she thinks. Today, I'm going to share 5 hidden qualities women secretly long for, even though they rarely express them openly. These aren't the usual dating clichés you've heard 1,000 times before. They're psychological principles supported by modern research and timeless Stoic philosophy. When understood correctly, they can completely change the way women experience your presence, allowing you to become naturally attractive without trying to impress anyone. Now imagine something. What if you could understand emotional desires that many women themselves struggle to explain? What if you could naturally separate yourself from nearly every other man, not by chasing attention or proving your worth, but simply by understanding what creates genuine emotional attraction? Here's the reality. If you don't understand these principles, you're already competing with a disadvantage. You may unknowingly be missing opportunities to create the kind of emotional impact that stays with a woman long after the conversation ends. That's exactly why this video matters. Once you discover these 5 hidden secrets, especially the final one, you'll begin seeing attraction from an entirely different perspective. Before we get started, I have one quick request. If you're interested in mastering these powerful ideas, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future content. Now, let's begin with the very first secret. Secret number 1, the power of meaningful touch before intimacy. Picture this. You're spending time with a woman. The conversation is flowing effortlessly. She's smiling. She's laughing. Everything appears to be going well. Yet somehow you can sense there's still an invisible wall between the two of you. She's enjoying herself, but she hasn't fully relaxed emotionally. The evening ends. You walk her home. You send a thoughtful message afterward. And then? Nothing. No real enthusiasm. No emotional momentum. No deeper connection. This is exactly where so many men unknowingly go wrong. They believe attraction is created almost entirely through conversation. They spend enormous amounts of energy trying to say the perfect thing, tell clever stories, or deliver impressive jokes. But women rarely connect through words alone. They connect through emotions. Through presence. Through how you make them feel while they're with you. One of the most overlooked ways to create that emotional connection is through intentional physical touch. Not aggressive. Not rushed. Not overly sexual. Simply calm, respectful, and reassuring. Here's something many men completely overlook. A gentle shoulder massage, lightly rubbing her upper back after a long day, or simply offering comforting physical touch before intimacy can completely change the emotional atmosphere between you. Why? Because emotional safety often matters just as much, if not more, than physical attraction. Thoughtful, non-sexual touch quietly communicates messages that words struggle to express. It says, "I notice you. I'm fully present. You can relax around me. I genuinely care about your comfort." It's not about mastering some complicated technique. It's about slowing down. Paying attention. Being emotionally available. Creating an environment where she feels appreciated rather than pressured. Where she feels valued rather than rushed. Marcus Aurelius once reminded us. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Become one. The lesson applies here perfectly. Don't force attraction. Don't perform. Simply become the kind of man whose actions naturally communicate calmness, kindness, and confidence. Most men never truly understand this. That's why they remain among the vast majority who struggle to create lasting emotional intimacy. But the small number who do understand it often leave an impression women remember for years. Secret number 2, the art of flirting with confidence and respect. When it comes to flirting, most men usually fall into one of two extremes. Some flirt far too aggressively. They exaggerate. They try too hard. They constantly search for approval. Others barely flirt at all because they're terrified of saying the wrong thing. Neither approach works particularly well. The truth is, women genuinely enjoy flirting, provided it feels natural, playful, respectful, and emotionally relaxed. Healthy flirting isn't about memorizing clever pickup lines. It isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about creating enjoyable emotional energy between two people. Think of flirting like dancing. Someone naturally introduces the rhythm. The other person responds. Neither partner forces the movement. Everything feels effortless. For example, imagine she mentions how much she loves Italian food. Instead of simply replying, "That's nice," you smile and say, "Careful, once you taste my homemade pasta, every restaurant might disappoint you." That's not arrogance. It's playful confidence. It introduces light-hearted tension without trying to impress her. It invites laughter instead of pressure. Real flirting always comes from emotional security. The moment you begin flirting simply to gain validation or prove your value, you lose the very quality that made you attractive in the first place. Women are naturally drawn toward men who can enjoy the interaction, laugh easily, tease gently, and remain completely comfortable regardless of the outcome. A truly confident man doesn't flirt because he needs attention. He flirts because he enjoys sharing positive energy. And that difference is something women recognize far more often than most men realize.